Tour of Duty zijn in totaal 58 afleveringen gemaakt. Eerst in Hawaii en later in Los Angeles. Hoofdrolspeler is Terence Knox. Hij speelt Sergeant Zeke Emerson.
We don't know you with a helmet.
You know why?
You were the only sergeant on television without a helmet.
You know why?
No?
Because I have a big head. Look at my head. You're a much bigger man than I am. My head is bigger than yours.
Yeah, that's right.
And this is a purely vanity description. You watch an episode of me sitting next to, say, Tony Becker, Purcell, and another actor. Their heads with their helmets on are about the size of mine without helmets.
Why not?
The sponsors didn't want it. Well, because it was the Vietnam War. America had real strange feelings about the Vietnam War. The American public, the idea went, and that's what determines what the sponsor is going to sign on. So whether they can make any money on it. They didn't believe that the American audiences wanted to see anything about the Vietnam War on their TVs.
Any reactions by veterans?
Yeah. No, they thought there were some realistic aspects to it. It was mostly unrealistic. But what we did right, and very realistically, was the relationship between and among the soldiers.
Okay.
We did that. I think we did that very well. In real life, the war over there, and again, I'm not a veteran, so I'm not an expert, but it was basically, guys were bored shitless. They were just bored to death, and then something would happen. And they would go back to boredom. That's what happened most of the time. More people were killed and injured through booby traps and accidents than through any combat.
What's the other story of the soldiers sitting on their helmet when they're sitting in these kind of choppers?
Keep their testicles shot off.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
And why was that?
Well, because look, the rounds come up right through there.
So they were sitting on the helmet.
They sit on the helmets, yeah. And,
okay.
They sit on the helmets because
the jet going, they shoot
up, yeah.
Shoot up.
And it became a really high priority of getting home with your testicles intact.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I can imagine. Are there any resemblances between you and the character you play? His name was Zeke?
Yeah, well, I think Zeke really liked his soldiers. And that was an easy thing for me to do because I tend to like the people I'm with. I like those guys. I like the actors. And after you've been with them for a while, that part becomes very real. You're talking to them. And the more physical discomfort you're in, the easier that is as an actor to believe in. Like we're out there, we are sweaty, hot, and all that. So that part of it becomes real, and you really. Like Tony Becker or Steve Caffrey, I became very close friends with them. You miss the guys. You miss it. I mean, it's a rhythm. Your life gets into a rhythm every day. That's a lot of hours you put in, and the people that you care about. I mean, look, we were together 14 hours a day, 3 seasons. When that's over, there's just this thing missing.
If Tour of Duty decides to come back sometimes, are you in it?
I don't know. How could they do it without me?
Joe Johnson.
Yes, Sarge?
Get your stuff.
Thank you very much for having us.
It was a pleasure.
Yeah, it was a pleasure all mine.
Let's go to McDonald's.